Now look at the formulas. There are the two types of the formula representation in chemistry. One is known as the empirical formula and another one is molecular formula. Empirical formula and molecular formula. What is the exact meaning of empirical formula and molecular formula and how we distinguish those? We take few examples. Compound, empirical formula, molecular formula. For example, you have compound water. That formula is empirical formula means simple ratio of elements those are present. In this water, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom is present. So that ratio is also 2:1. So for this one, for the water, empirical formula and molecular formula is the same. For example, another one is the methane, CH4. For this one, the ratio of carbon and hydrogen atom is 1:4. You cannot make it more than it. So empirical formula and molecular formula for this again same. For example, you have C2S6, ethane. Carbon and hydrogen, those are present in 2:6 ratio. And the simple ratio is the 1:3. So empirical formula of ethane is CS3 only. Now take a bigger example. Example like your glucose C6H12 and O6. The ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is 6:12:6. When we change these in a simple ratio, that is the 1:2:1. So empirical formula is CH2O. This is the difference between empirical formula and molecular formula. Molecular formula tell us about that how many atoms of a particular atom is present in that molecule. But the empirical formula tell us only the ratio in those elements are present in a particular molecule. So this is the empirical formula and molecular formula. So an empirical formula represent the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound, whereas the molecular formula show the exact number of the different type of the atoms present in a molecule of a compound. Now look for example, how we find out the empirical formula. So this is a flow chart. With the help of this flow chart, we solve few numericals. Those are related to this concept. That how we find out empirical formula and molecular formula with the given information in a numerical. Now put your eyes on your this numerical. Determine the molecular formula of an oxide of iron in which the mass percentage of iron and oxygen are 69.9 and 30.1 respectively. So first, we design a table. The first head of the table is element. Which elements are given? That is a iron and oxygen. Now the second table is the mass percentage. Second head of the table is mass percentage. Iron is present in 69.9% and oxygen is present in which ratio? 30.1. Now the next head of table is atomic mass. Whenever such numericals come in the exam, atomic mass is given in numerical. Atomic mass. Atomic mass of iron is 56 and oxygen is 16. Now with help of these two information, let's see forget the mass percentage given. We calculate it for the 100. So that means this is the 69.9 gram of iron and 30.1 gram of iron in the 100 gram compound. So first we find out the number of the moles. Number of the moles, the formula for the number of mole is mass in gram. The given mass is 69.9 divided by 56. And the same for the oxygen, the number of the mole is 30.1 divided by 16. 30.1 is divided by 16. Now tell me the value up to the 2 point of decimals. The value of 69.9 that is divided by 56, that value is near about to 1.25. 1.25 and 30.1 divided by 16, that value is near about 1.88. So this value is near about the 1.25 and this value is near about the 1.88. Let's find the relative number. In which ratio these are present, relative number or ratio. Among these two values, 1.25 and 1.88, which one is least? सबसे छोटा कौन है? That is the 1.25. So we divide all these value with 1.25. When 1.25 is divided by 1.25, that value comes nearly 1. And when your 1.88 is divided by 1.25, 1.25, that value comes nearly to 1.5. Most of the time क्या होता है, हमारी ये वाली वैल्यू ऑल नंबर में होती है, लाइक 1 2 3 4 5 6. अब कभी ऐसे फ्रैक्शन में आ जाए जैसे 1.5 आ गया. So according to the Dalton theory, atom neither be created nor be destroyed. So that means is कि हाफ एटम तो हमारे पास हो ही नहीं सकता है. ऑक्सीजन का हमारे पास आंसर कितना आ रहा है? दैट इज द 1.5. वन कंप्लीट एटम and half oxygen atom. It is not possible because atom neither be created nor be destroyed. So इसको होल नंबर में चेंज करने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? हम क्या करते हैं कि 1 को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं 2 से और इन द सेम 1.5 को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं 2 से. उससे क्या होगा? 1.5 हमारा होल नंबर में चेंज हो जाएगा. दैट इज द 3. हमने इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया है, so that's why we multiply this iron. with 2 again to make the ratio constant. इसकी वैल्यू हमारे पास कितनी आ गई 2. ये क्या इंडिकेट कर रहा है? इन दैट फॉर्मूला 2 iron atoms are present and 3 oxygen atoms are present. So the formula of this compound is Fe2O3. Formula is the Fe2O3. So we take all the data in this tabular form and we solve easily this numerical. ऐसा ही न्यूमेरिकल एक एग्जाम में आएगा, हमें बिल्कुल डिटो ऐसे ही उसको सॉल्व कर लेना है. टेबल हमारा कंप्लीट है. आज से हम लोग क्या करेंगे, जो ये पढ़ा रहे हैं इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग तुम्हें मिल जाएगी. सो यू कैन वॉच दैट रिकॉर्डिंग अगेन एंड अगेन to clear your doubt and concepts. So molecular formula of this iron oxide is Fe2O3. Now look on the next numerical. A compound contain 4.07% hydrogen, 24.27% carbon and 71.65% chlorine. Its molecular mass is 98.96. What are its empirical and molecular formula? Let's how we solve it. First, we note down which elements are given. So elements are given hydrogen. Next one is the carbon, and next one is the chlorine. Now for the mass is given is, the mass percentage is given 4.07. Hydrogen is 4.07, carbon is 24.27, and the chlorine mass is 71.65. एटॉमिक मास को हम लोग रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं कैपिटल AC. सो एटॉमिक मास ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज 1, कार्बन इज 12 and chlorine is 35.5. The number of the moles. The number of moles of this one is 4.07 divided by 1. So value is 4.07. Now you have 24.2 divided by 12. 24.27 divided by 12, that value is nearly to 2.02 or simply 2. Now 71.65 divided by 35.5, that value is again nearly equal to 2. Now the relative number. Which one is the least among these three quantities? 2 is the least number. So we divide all these by 2. 4.07 divided by 2. That value is nearly equal to 2. 2 divided by 2. That value is 1. This 2 again divided by 2. Value is 1. So empirical formula of this compound. Empirical formula of this compound is how many carbon? 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen and 1 chlorine. CH2Cl. Formula is the CH2Cl. So we first find out the empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass. So empirical formula mass, one carbon is there, 12, two hydrogen is there, so 2 into 1, one chlorine is there, that is that 35.5. 35.5. So 12 plus 2, 14. 14 plus 35, 39 or 59. 49. That is 49.5. 49.5. Now check that your this empirical formula mass is same to the molecular formula that is given in the question. No, there is a big difference. That means this is the empirical formula and molecular formula is something different. So how we find out the molecular formula? First we find out the ratio, that is simply known as the N. N is equals to molecular mass 98.6, 98.96, that is divided by 49.5. 49.5, double of the 49.5 is 99, and this value is also equal to the 99. So value of N is 2. So our molecular formula MF, molecular formula is a CH2 Cl multiplied by N, and the value of the N is 2. So molecular formula is C2H4 Cl2. C2H4 Cl2. This is the molecular formula. Let's see a new concept. Stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations. What the meaning of stoichiometry? Later we discuss about the stoichiometric calculations. Stoichiometry means there is a two type of the quantities we are dealing. Or so many quantities are there. In the latter segment, we see that how many quantities are there. We are doing in stoichiometry quantitative analysis. There are the two types of the analysis, quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative analysis say find out the mass, volume, density, concentration, pressure, volume, like this. Qualitative analysis say find out which element is given, which compound is given, which ion is given. So in stoichiometry section, we are doing only quantitative analysis to find out quantities. Quantities, maybe that is the mass, maybe that is the volume or anything. Number of the particles, that is also the quantity. So we deal with this. In stoichiometry meaning in a chemical reaction, we have reactant and product. We have a reactant and product. Reactant react together, and after some time those are converted in product. Those are converted into product. So stoichiometry say the relationship between reactants, in which ratio reactants react, and how much amount of product is formed. That is known as stoichiometry. That is known as a stoichiometry. Stoichiometry means quantitative relationship between reactants and products. that is known as stoichiometry. Let's we understand with the help of an example the stoichiometry. I take one example, nitrogen reacting with hydrogen gas, and after some time that converts in ammonia, NH3. So whenever you deal with the stoichiometry, you should have a balanced chemical equation. So first we balance this equation. This equation, in this side 2 nitrogen atoms, in this side only the one. So we multiply this NH3 by 2. In this side we have 6 hydrogen. In this side 2 only. So we multiply by 3. Multiply by 3. Now this equation is balanced. In front of this nitrogen nothing is there written. So we understand the 1 is there. Now these are present in which ratio? 1, 3 and 2. 1 is the nitrogen, 3 is hydrogen and 2 is ammonia. This number 1, 3 and 2 are known as stoichiometric coefficients. These numbers are known as stoichiometric coefficient. 1, 3, 2 is known as the stoichiometric coefficients. Now we relate these reactants and product in quantitative manner. So first we find out the first quantity with that we deal is the mole. In the mole we deal question or your this equation is clearly say that 1 mole of nitrogen react with the 3 mole of the hydrogen and convert in 2 mole of ammonia. 1 mole of nitrogen react with 3 mole of hydrogen and convert in 2 mole of ammonia. This is the mole quantity. Now the second, we connect all these dots in respect of mass. We consider mass here in which unit? Gram. Nitrogen, that's atomic mass is 14. 2 nitrogen atoms are here. So 28 gram nitrogen. Hydrogen mass is 1. 6 hydrogen atoms are here. So 6 gram hydrogen. Mass of nitrogen 14. Mass of hydrogen is 1. 3 hydrogen are there. So 14 plus 3, 17. Mass of one ammonia molecule is 17. But here 2 molecules are present. So mass is 34. So this relationship say 28 gram of nitrogen react with 6 gram of hydrogen and form 34 gram of ammonia. 28 gram of nitrogen react with 6 gram of hydrogen and convert in 34 gram of ammonia. Now, the third quantitative relationship we stabilize in number of particles. Number of particles. Number of particles. As we know, 1 mole is equals to Na. For the simplicity, I am writing here only the Na. Instead of that big number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Nitrogen 1 mole is there. So quantity is number of particles is 1 Na. In this example, we have the 3 moles of hydrogen Yes. So number of the particles is 3 Na because 1 mole contain Na. In this example, we have 2 moles of ammonia. So in the quantitative relationship, that is that 2NH3. 2NH3. Now the fourth, we connect these dots with help of volume. वॉल्यूम हम लोग यहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे इन लेटर क्वांटिटी. As we know, 1 mole of any gas at STP occupy 22.4 liter. So 1 mole of nitrogen participating here. So volume of this one is 22.4. Volume of this one is 22.4. 3 moles of hydrogen. So volume of this one is 3 into 22.4. And 2 moles of ammonia formed. So volume of this one is that 2 into 22.4. These are the 4 major quantities. Those are used in stoichiometric related numericals. Which are those? Mole, mass, number of particles and volume. एग्जाम में क्या होगा? एग्जामिनर हो सकता है मे बी गिव यू क्वांटिटी इन मोल and ask answer in number of particles, mass or in volume terminology. So smartly you analyze that numerical. First you read out that numerical 2 times 3 times and you note down कि किसके लिए वॉल्यूम दिया है, किसके लिए मास दिया है और क्या निकालने को पूछ रहा है. तो हमें क्वांटिटियां एक दूसरे के साथ इंटर रिलेटेड करनी आनी चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 28 gram of nitrogen react with 3 into 22.4 liter of hydrogen and form 2 mole of ammonia. So you make a good practice of this example and try to apply this same example on other numericals or other reactions. For every reaction, you should write down these 4 quantities, which are those mole, mass, number of particles, and volume. And try to connect these dots with one another. That's make our numerical easy. Now the next one is a limiting reagent. Next topic is our limiting reagent. As the name suggested, limiting, that is present in limited amount, that indicate after some time this one is completely consumed. When that particular compound is completely consumed, reaction is stopped. In our homes, generally we have water greater than milk. चाय बन रही है, क्या होगा? लास्ट में हमारे पास मिल्क खत्म हो जाएगा. पानी तो खूब है घर में, मिल्क खत्म हो गया है, अब चाय नहीं बन सकती है. सो हु स्टॉप दिस प्रोसेस? मिल्क. वो क्या काम? दैट इज प्रेजेंट इन लिमिटेड अमाउंट. लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. जैसे हमारी बहुत इच्छाएं होती है, हम ये कर ले, वो कर ले, ये करें, वो करें, घूमने जाए, खाना पीना खाए, बहुत मस्त रहे. ये सब किससे आता है? पैसे से आता है. इच्छाएं कभी खत्म नहीं होती, लेकिन पैसा खत्म हो जाता है. सो आवर मनी इज द लिमिटिंग रीजन. पैसा खत्म हो गया, क्या करें? घूम लिए, फिर लिए, खाना खा लिया, वापस घर चलो, भी पैसा ही नहीं बचा. That is the limiting reagent. So the reactant which is present in the lesser amount get consumed after some time, and after that no further reaction takes place, whatever be the amount of the other reactant present. Hence the reactant which gets consumed limit the amount of product formed and is therefore called the limiting reagent. The reactant which one is present in the lesser amount and due to that a reaction is stopped, that is known as limiting reagent. So in our next class, we discuss about the concentration units. At present, you have any doubt?